Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. For anyone who's new, my name is Marianne. I live in Canada with my husband and two kids ages 5 and 6, and I make videos on simplifying motherhood through easy organization. And in today's video, we are creating a spring summer wardrobe for my kids. So I did this a while back for I think a fall wardrobe, and it was a popular video and I really liked making it, so I thought I would do one for spring. It is April now here in Canada, so it's kind of just slowly starting to get warm. I find the shoulder season, spring and fall, is when the kids' clothes just become really chaotic. We're trying to kind of keep two wardrobes. And so if anyone else is struggling with that, I totally get it. It can be a tricky time of year. But what I want to do is kind of set us up for success and try to limit the chaos as much as I can. So what I'm going to be basically doing is going through right now. I have just written down on a piece of paper like a little list for what we have for each kid. I'm going to basically go through each of their drawers. There's not much to it. Check our hand-me-down bin, and then if need to, I'll make a little shopping list, and if we have to get anything new, I will show you that as well. So with that being said, let's get going. All right, so first thing, as I mentioned, I just went into both of their drawers, both of their dressers, and just grabbed everything. I kind of wanted to do a quick reset. It actually there was way less summer stuff upstairs than I thought, which was fine. It's just in there, grow into bins in the basement, which you'll see in a second. But this was kind of a perfect opportunity to just go through and reset what they do have up there and just see what we have and do it quick. Because there was instantly a few things that I'm I've been meaning to get rid of this, or I've been meaning to move it for a while, and this was the perfect opportunity to do it. I did it right after I had put laundry away. So I did all the laundry, so everything was clean. I tossed everything in their drawers, as you can see, a bit haphazardly, and then I just quickly got at it. Okay, and we are downstairs, and this is kind of funny, not funny, because I just finished a video all about hand-me-downs and trying to manage them, and my one rule was don't keep anything that you can't fit in your bin or whatever you store stuff in. And as you can see, we were overflowing at this point. In my defense, we had just got a couple big piles of stuff from friends and family, which was great. So this is a perfect opportunity to go through everything. This first bin you'll see is just our outerwear, so it's like our shoes and mitts. So I kind of just wanted to make sure everything that was in there was good. And if there was any sandals, that's what I was basically looking for in there, was to see if any Crocs or sandals. That was the hardest thing for kids right now, I find, with their age, is sandals that are gonna stay on, but they kind of look cute. I don't know. For some reason, I struggle with that category. Anyway, okay, next one. This is Leo's stuff. As you can see, his is not bad. He gets way less stuff than Annie Rose. Just boy clothes, right? Grandmothers don't love buying it. It wears out, I find, a lot. They're maybe a bit more physical. Yeah, so he doesn't have a bad amount at all. And it was pretty easy and pretty quick to go through. And I often refer to these as our hand-me-down bins, but essentially they're just really off-season and grow into. So this is where all the summer stuff lived over the winter, and where I'm going to put all the winter stuff once it gets hot, but also grow into. So although it's stuff that hasn't fit them yet, doesn't necessarily mean it was hand-me-down. It might have been something that we purchased, like socks that were on sale, or it might have been something that parents had. Grandparents, those are the big shoppers in our family. Okay, so as you can see, this is Annie Rose's. So much stuff. It's unbelievable to me. If you saw how many times I've already gone through this, it's nuts. And as you can see, I called Scott in. I do this professionally. I do this day in and day out. I sort through people's stuff. I declutter. I would say I'm really, really naturally good at it. And I still struggle with this category. Scott, I feel was a good sounding board. I was so grateful he came down to just give me that second opinion. Marianne, this is not cute. Or why do we have this or that? I find sometimes with her clothes, it's almost nostalgic to me. A little outfit that I looked really similar to what I had as a kid. And so I think, oh, she's going to love that. And, she doesn't love it. She doesn't want to wear that. Why am I keeping that? Or it's a weird fit. Or I don't know, there's some self-struggle with that. But as soon as I had that second person there, having Scott there and just having to get me going, made a huge difference. Another thing, as you can see, I don't separate now. When they were little, I used to have everything separated by size in there because there's like, you know, they grow in and out of stuff every 6 weeks. But now that she's bigger, I don't separate by size so much. But you can see I do separate by like a couple categories. So I have like socks and underwear in one. I have bathing suits like in gymnastics wear in one. So kind of stuff like that. Okay, guys, I'm done. I'm organized. I have their wardrobes ready for the new season. And I'm gonna go through and show you what I have for each kid to give you an idea of kind of what we keep when we're dealing with clients and like how much kids' clothes they're gonna keep. It's totally personal. It's different for everybody. So don't feel like our numbers are exactly what you have to have, or that you compare to what we're doing. I'm just gonna show you for ideas kind of how we do it. Obviously it's based on, first of all, your laundry routine. The second factor to how much you keep is how much space you have. So for Leo right now, you can see I have this, like probably some of you even have this one. It's the IKEA dresser that everybody has. And it's like double wide. So he has 6 drawers. We don't use, I think we use like mainly just 2, sometimes 3 of them. So we really don't even need a dresser this big, but we don't have a closet. We have a closet for him, but it's not like a good closet, so we use it for storage, but we don't use it for his clothes. It's not like well laid out or anything, which is fine for the time being. Annie Rose, same, she doesn't have a closet at all, but she has a dresser with 3 drawers, so we can only keep what fits into that space. So again, if you have kids sharing a room and they're sharing a dresser or sharing a closet, that would obviously be an impact on how much you can keep and how much you love clothes and love dressing your kids up. I do recognize that, obviously I want my kids to look cute, but it's not a huge factor for me. And that, again, that's super personal. But if you love dressing your kids up, and you love fashion, you're into that kind of stuff, you're probably gonna have more outfits, and that's totally fine too. So I feel like you know when you have the right amount for you, because you like feel comfortable, you don't feel overwhelmed, and it just like feels right for you. So it kind of takes some practice, I feel like, to know when it feels like just the right amount. Okay, what am I keeping? Let's get at it. Okay, so the easy things, like I said, we need a week's worth of clothes. So like socks, underwear, that kind of thing, I keep probably like 10 in his drawer. So I didn't really do anything with those for Leo, except for I switched out his long socks and short socks. So right now in his drawer, he's ready for spring and summer. He only has the short socks. I think I kept 1 long one just in case. And then the rest of the long ones, if they're still in good shape and I think they're gonna fit him next year, I put them back into like his Leo bin for next year. Okay, so for swim or bathing suits, I should say, Leo has 2 bathing suits. Both of his fit since last year, like fit still from last year. So I'm just keeping those 2, and that works for us. Scott's parents have a pool, and we go to the beach, but otherwise we don't have a pool ourselves. So 2 is plenty for us. Okay, for PJs, I often get this question, how many pajamas do I have for the kids? And each of them I keep like in rotation 2 or 3 pairs. So right now for Leo, I have like 2 pairs of summer, which are really just like little shorts and t-shirts he wears, like basically underwear and a t-shirt. And then I kept 1 like longer set in there because we do still have some chilly nights right now. So I kept 1 winter pair in there and 2 summer, but then like in a couple weeks, I'll probably get rid of I'll put the winter ones in his bin and just keep out the 2 pairs of summer ones. His t-shirts are what he's going to basically be wearing from now on. So he wears them now underneath the sweatshirt, or if it's on hotter days, he wears just his t-shirt. And there were a couple tank tops in there, but mainly t-shirts. And I think I kept about 10. And exact same thing with shorts. So I think they have like 9 or 10 pair in there right now. If you watched my fall kid wardrobe video, where I'm a huge supporter of black bottoms for both kids. So shorts and pants, like anytime I'll get like navy blue, like just plain, so that they match everything. And and you can't see the stains as well, I find. A ton of his shorts this year are jogging pants or pants he had this winter that either got too short or huge holes in the knees, and I just cut them off and had my mom hem the bottoms, so now they're shorts and they're just like jogging shorts and they're totally fine. So I did that with both kids actually. So just an idea for if you have like pants with a ton of holes in them. Okay, and right now, like I said, it's still kind of cool here, so he's mostly wearing pants. So pretty much every day he's still wearing pants, so I kept in the drawer for now 8, 9, 10 pairs of pants. And I'm gonna leave those in there probably, like, we'll see whatever the weather is, probably for another month at least. And then when this true summer comes, like when it's hot every single day, I will keep probably one pair of pants in the drawer, and then the rest I'll tuck away in his Leo bin, just so I don't have to have them like fumbling around in the drawer. They kind of just drive me crazy in there when it's off season. And sweatshirts, again, like right now because it's chilly, he wears a sweatshirt basically every day, especially in the mornings. So I left, I think, 6 sweatshirts. And again, once the really hot weather comes, I'll keep probably 2 sweatshirts maybe in his drawer, and the rest will be tucked away for next winter, unless I feel like they're gonna be too small, in which case I'll just get rid of them right away. Okay, let's head into Annie Rose's room and I will show you her outfits. Okay, we're in Annie Rose's room. She is 5 years old. She is in first year of kindergarten, and this is what we have for her. Same thing for socks. All I did was switch it out so that her, like, say she had like a Christmas socks and like a lot of like fuzzy warm socks, all of those ones I've put away. I've left, I think, 1 pair of long socks in case we had like a really chilly rainy day or something, and the rest are just like these little short socks which go perfectly for running shoes in the summer. So I just swapped those out. And again, I keep like 10-ish pair, maybe a few more. Those are the things that they do change like often, multiple times per day. The other thing I'll mention is these what we used to organize. So these are just like little bins that I think I must have been gifted them. I honestly don't know where these came from. But they're little plastic ones that I think are just from the dollar store, and they just looked really cute. So I thought, oh, I'll use those for her little stuff. Really like you could use a cardboard box, anything will work. The white ones we have like rectangles, and then we have square ones that are a bit bigger. These are just IKEA. I feel like you can get these at the dollar store, but if you're getting like the firm, these hard side ones, the IKEA ones I do find are quite a bit better. Like they've lasted wonderfully, where the dollar store ones just kind of fall apart after a year or two. Okay, moving on. She also so Annie Rose does have bathing suits as well, and she actually has 3 bathing suits. And the only reason she has 3 bathing suits is because we were gifted 3 bathing suits. Like this is from my mom, I think, bought this for her. And all 3 fit at the moment. They're all like a good style and a good fit. So I just kept all 3 and I figure we'll use them. Oh, and I did want to mention in Leo's room, he doesn't have the bins anymore because his clothes have become so big, especially in the winter, like his hoodies and sweatshirts are so big, they don't fit into like the little like inserts anymore. Like his pants used to fit like that and they were so cute. Anyway, so I have got him drawer separators, and I was kind of on the fence about it. I felt like it was like a little bit over the top, but I do love it. Like they are so handy. I feel like they're so good to keep things separate, especially with little kids. So he knows like which area to put like his sweatshirts back in and his pants. He doesn't always follow it, but I do find it like a really good guide. So again, don't spend money you don't have, but I do really love our drawer separators. Okay, next, jammies, same thing with Annie Rose. I think I kept 3 pair. She runs pretty hot, so I could put all her winter ones away already and she'll be totally fine, even with the air conditioning on. Again, pants, her pants are pretty much all leggings, just like black or gray leggings, and I kept like 5, 6 pair, 7 pair, I think, including the ones she has on, which will be just fine for now because she's only gonna be wearing long pants for the next like few weeks, and then she'll be transitioning into shorts. So again, with Annie Rose, same thing, like she has some more like long sleeve shirts that Leo doesn't have, like that are just like an actual like long sleeve t-shirt. But for her, anything long sleeve, I think I kept, again, like probably 6 or 7, including what she has on. What I forgot to mention that I also did with Leo is that the shorts, like here are hers right here. I stuck them all in there. Hers are obviously all little still, and so they could have shoved all in there for now. So I want to have easy access to these because we do have like periodic hot days now, but it's not every day. So I kind of, for hers, I shoved all in here and I tucked in the back so she won't even notice they're there, so she won't be grabbing at them all the time until it's actually summer. Same with Leo. I put his in a separate drawer, like I put them lower and in like its own little container. So again, he shouldn't be grabbing at those until it's like we actually have some like consistently hot days. Okay, so the difference with Annie Rose that Leo is she wears dresses. So she's a 5-year-old girl and she's very typical. So she loves everything pink and purple and hearts and etc. etc. So with the dresses, I basically just categorize them as tops because with her dresses, she's always wearing shorts with them. So it's really just like a lot of basic cotton summer dresses. And again, it's all basically hand-me-downs. We're lucky that the kids are still young enough that they don't really request like certain, like they don't care about brands, they don't even know about brands, and they don't really care as long as it's something like somewhat decent that they kind of like. So every single one of her items are either hand-me-downs. I might have bought some of these used, I don't remember. A lot of it's from last year. Again, the other thing that I'm lucky for, kind of, I guess, is that our kids are short, both of them, and they grow really slowly. Like Leo is 6 and he can easily fit into like a 14, a lot of things still. So like one of this dress in particular, she wore all last year and she'll wear probably most of this year again. So there are 9 like tank tops, dresses, short sleeve skirts in here. So that will do her for quite a while. Even though I decluttered so many from her hand-me-down bin, I did keep like a few extras. So say like if she starts to, like she's been wearing that one all winter, if she starts to outgrow that, or if it's just getting like too tight and too uncomfortable, I'll put that in the donate bin and I will bring up something that I have from her Annie Rose bin. And then the one other thing Annie Rose that has that Leo doesn't is she has this little basket in the bottom that is her dance outfits. So she's into dance, but more importantly, she's very into her dance outfits. She loves like tutus and the bodysuits and all of it, and she gets quite a few handed down to her, which again we're super grateful for, but she sees them and loves them, and I'm fine with it for the most part. So we did create this little extra basket. It has like all of her little bodysuits in it, and she is doing like gymnastics camp in the summer, so little outfits for that. Whereas Leo also, he's in basketball right now, which is his like sport at the moment. So he has basketball t-shirt, but he just puts it in with his t-shirts because he really just doesn't care too much about what he looks like. So yeah, that's like where I keep all of her nylons are all in here, and she has like her little bag that has her ballet shoes and all that kind of stuff. So this is where we keep all of that extra. And we've had that with clients too, where if they're in like karate or swimming or something that's really important to them, that will often create like a little section for them to keep that somewhere in their bedroom or closet. And sometimes we've actually even made a spot near their front entrance. So if they happen to have like a big, like in their laundry room or in their mudroom, if there's a big area there, they can keep it there so it's handy to pull out and in, especially if they're doing practice like multiple times per week, that kind of thing. All right, so that's it. That's everything we have for the kids. We are now ready for spring and summer weather, and I feel more prepared and way more relaxed. So I'm so glad I did that. I hope this motivates you to do the same thing as well. And if you are in a case where you don't get a lot of hand-me-downs and you actually have to do quite a bit of shopping on your own, then being ahead of it will prepare you so that you can buy exactly what you need and not have to do it last minute and spend more than you have to and be more rushed than you have to. So I hope that helps, guys. Any questions, put them below, and I'm always happy to help. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. Bye.